Director Nacho Vigalondo and actor Neil Maskell. So what do you think? You like it? Cool. Obviously this is very different for you, isn't it? It's a very different project, so tell us why and how.
I don't know. This movie went crazy by itself. Every time I make a movie, I don't want to impose myself as an author. I don't pretend all my movies to be the same, and each one of them, they kind of develop by themselves. I think if you let the movie be free, the movie is going to surprise you, and it's going to reach a lens that were not in your mind. So.
And this must have been very technically challenging.
Yeah, and I'm not a computer guy or whatever. I'm not this kind of technical guy, so I'm not into effects or whatever. But this movie became this way. I don't know. I hope. Yeah, it almost destroys my life, but I love the result.
Good. And obviously casting, you've got Mr. Maskell there. You wanted him specifically, didn't you?
Yeah, he was. Once we came with the idea of Neil, I was so sure of that. But the thing is, I feel frustrated because he doesn't appear as much in the movie. His voice. In fact, you found out that during the process, you were making the movie. They were like, I don't know. This is the schedule, and they only want me 2 days in a month for the whole thing. But he stayed in Madrid with his girlfriend having fun. So.
Yeah, no, it was unusual. And when I read the script, which was complicated, obviously, because normally when you get a script, it's like, they say normally a page is a minute. And when I got the script, it was like 230 pages long. It's like longer than all the Godfather films put together. And as I'm reading it, I sort of was working out that was because a lot of these scenes were all happening at the same time. And you had to have like a physics degree to understand it totally. But I assumed that I would have the head cam and be running about, and then that turned out not to be the case. It was a little geezer with a camera on his head. So I was, it was the most leisurely schedule I've ever had. So I had a nice time in Madrid.
Well, how's working with Elijah?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, as I say, a lot of our work happened in sort of ADR afterwards, doing all the VO stuff. But yeah, well, it's exciting. You know, Nacho's not different on set particularly than he is, you know, here. So it's not boring.
I should apologize.
And a question to you, right?
Now you understand that when I say I want to work with him again, I make sure that his face is on every frame all the time. Because I feel frustrated too. I definitely want to work with Neil as soon as possible.
Question from Nacho to you guys is it okay to eat porridge in the afternoon?
Yes. Well, I tried to find it. I came around. Sorry?
Cafe Nero.
Cafe Negro?
No, not Cafe Negro.
I love porridge. I'm a porridge lover, and every time this is something that you can't find in Spain. In Spain, it's really strange. It's almost impossible to eat porridge. So every time I come here, I get really excited when I have this. Why are you laughing? But is porridge something related to some specific people? And I am. No. It's like when you go to Colombia and you want to take cocaine. It's the same. You go to any country, you try to adapt to every country's tradition.
Okay. Any questions? Not that I can really see much, but either put your hand up or stand up or say something. Hello, anybody? Hello, yes. Oh, okay. Yes, I can't see much. So, anybody out there?
Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Just what were you influenced by to make the movie?
Influence.
Yeah.
Well, the first, what came first was the format. The producers asked me to make a movie this way. They wanted to make a movie in which the internet as a language had a big presence on the screen. What I gave them back was making a movie in real time, in which all the time we were facing a computer screen. But once that was decided, and I started to think about the story, I wanted to make a story based in the same language we were using. I wanted to make a movie linked with the internet, linked with the multi-camera stuff. I wanted to make a movie about its own language somehow. And when you want to make a movie, when you want to make a thriller about its own language, the first director that comes to your mind is Brian De Palma. He made movies in the 70s and the 80s, which works as a thriller, but they are also movies about the form that he's using. I think in De Palma movies like Blown Out, which is the one I had in mind at the time, he's constantly using the form as the theme somehow. I don't know if it is even complicated in Spanish. So yeah, if you're talking about Brian De Palma, you're talking about Hitchcock. So yes, I try to make a movie in this tradition where movies about not only about the plot but also the point of view. So and for me, Rear Window, of course, and Blown Out, and Body Double, and movies like maybe Psycho, for me were my primary influences. I haven't seen a no hackers movie in my mind at the time I was making this.
Now, obviously, you've got 3 movies playing here at the festival, at FrightFest. What's next?
Yeah, the thing is I talk about the scripts I'm working on, and it's already on film, how do you call this webpage? Film Divider?
All right.
It's already on the internet, they're talking about it, they are condemning me for this page. But I want to make a twist on the Kaiju Eiga genre, a Godzilla movie. I want to make a Godzilla movie. It's going to be a serious movie. It's not going to be like, I'm not going to spoof this stuff. I'm not going to try to be kitsch or anything. I want to make a contemporary monster movie, but I found a way. I found a twist in the story that allows me to make it with costumes and models. So yeah, I can do something. Before I die, I want to shoot a monster, a guy in a costume destroying a city with a costume. But I love to be the guy inside the costume. I don't know if I'm going to be able, because I want to direct the movie also. I think it's weird to direct a movie inside the costume and...
Yeah, it'd be fucking great.
Yeah, you're like, the cameras are on and you're like, action! And you're the one that is... I don't know if that's possible, but I have a list of things I want to do before I die. And one of them is making this stupidity. I want to make it. I'm true. And it's a drama. It's going to be a dramatic movie. It's going to be serious. It's going to be a comedy.
It's really funny. In the first Q&A, he said it, and he said it was only half a joke, you know. And then it's gone on the internet already, and
it's on the internet.
He said, I've actually got to fucking make this now.
Yeah. I'm going to make it. The script is already written. It was a joke to talk about it, because I'm not supposed to talk about this, because it's not already financed. But I came to this, and it's on the internet already, so people are, yeah.
And Neil, obviously we know you from Kill List and Utopia and tons of other stuff. What have you got coming up?
Well, the next sort of film that's released, and is still, I think either later this year or early next year, is a film called Hyena. That's like a very dark thriller about corrupt police and people trafficking set in West London. It's very sort of grimy, dark piece, but yeah, very sort of exciting as well.
Because I've seen Hyena, and it was one of those movies we were so near to actually having it for FrightFest, but it came through just literally at the last minute, and we'd have loved to have shown it, and it is fucking amazing. It's like Bad Lieutenant set in London. It's incredible. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, Neil Maskell. Thank you very much, Nacho Vigalondo. Would you like to say a few words of goodbye?
I just had an idea. He could dress as the other monster, so we could have a final set. I don't know. It's been amazing. I hope I see you tomorrow on Extraterrestrial and VHS. I don't know. I'm so glad you had a fun time. Thank you.